Okay, Saturday 3 p.m. We've got Wolves versus Sunderland. Matt, we'll come to you on this one if you can try and say something about this game. There's not too much to say, I don't think. Maybe we'll start with Sunderland and their defeat to Nottingham Forest last time out, and any explanation for that? 5-0 at home to Nottingham Forest.
Just a bizarre game, wasn't it? For so many different reasons. The 4-0 down at half time, which always, I suppose if you could take any sort of positive from a Sunderland point of view, is that they only conceded once in the second half, and that was in stoppage time, wasn't it? Very, very late. So there was obviously a bit of improvement in that sense, but I think it's Forest more them taking their foot off the pedal after blowing them away. I think Sunderland, obviously, they've been so good this season, but defensively recently, obviously 9 goals conceded in their last 2 games. I don't think, if we were to say at the start of the season, Sunderland are sitting in 12th in the table at this stage of 4 games left, no danger of going down. As we've said a lot of times, they're only 3 points off seventh. So as we could say for a lot of clubs that they're potentially still in the European mix, but I would expect Sunderland to finish the season with, obviously this game that they'll want to be winning. They play Manchester United, they play Everton, they play Chelsea. I wouldn't expect them to get too many points, if I'm honest. I maybe expect them to win this game, but then the next three, I wouldn't be absolutely shocked if they lost all three of them and finished around 14th, something like that. I think staying in the division was always going to be the priority for Sunderland this season. From that point of view, it will be a success, even though recently it hasn't been obviously as they would have wanted. But yeah, from a Wolves point of view, obviously, as you say, we've mentioned a lot of things recently about what they're looking to do, ending with a whimper, really. Never were going to be good enough anyway. Did okay against Tottenham last time out, threatened to take a point. But yeah, just never good enough. Never good enough at the start. Got some good players, obviously ones that will move on this summer, but their planning's for next season. And yeah, this is perhaps not a game that there's been some good games this week, and perhaps not going to be a classic. But you never know. We might be surprised that it might throw up like a 4-4 or something. So we never know.
Yeah, Saturday 3 p.m. seems fitting for this game. But Ben, just very quickly from a Wolves point of view, there was a bit of a mini revival, got them past that Derby County total. They're now beating that by quite a distance. It stopped. It's well and truly dead, that mini revival now, and just probably a club who can't wait for the end of the season.
Yeah, absolutely. Just waiting for the final whistle to blow on the season because, yeah, lost their last three, no goals scored, 8 goals conceded. Of course, Matt mentioned there was some fight against Tottenham, but if you're not putting up at least a fight against Tottenham right now, what are you doing? Honestly, I mean, I think ever since you know, they've known they've been down for not just since they were mathematically down, they've known they've been down for months, to be honest. And I do wonder if when Edwards was leading them to that mini revival, if there was even just a hint of belief in the squad that, okay, maybe we could really pull off this great escape, but then maybe reality set in for them. And I thought, okay, yeah, the way we've started this season, we are gone. There's no hope. But yeah, even if you are down, you don't want to end the season as they are. And given what, if they can take a leaf out of Forest book, then they could get a positive result in this one. But yeah, it seems that Wolves just want the season to be consigned to the back of the history books.
Yes, I think yeah, they can't have any complaints them and Burnley about going down. They've been by far the two worst teams in the Premier League this season.